juice. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose, make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating, you know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop. Yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition is so great. When going back essentially through the 4th century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
They went for the deep shot early, and that's fine, but I don't think it was the right target to throw it to. You had 3 other guys sprinting downfield, and I thought 2 of them were open. Could have avoided an interception there by attacking a different player in coverage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Back to throw, Fields.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In motion is Grant. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense trying to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near
touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Fitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That's going to be caught downfield by Chark. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift,
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
and the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The slot man in motion right.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Beckham will go in motion right.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Out to his left. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 and brings up 4.
They snap it to Fields.
Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
To throw is Fields.
Uses the stiff arm.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll run with Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. here's 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big game downfield.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult seeding? Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Once again, it's Swift.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk. Why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year? Give other teams a shot to host. I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you can move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Mahomes. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Lions at 6-4 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They got the big play, then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On second down now, it's Patton.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes
going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The tight end is certainly in position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. First down, Bears.
One play action. Fields. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Out of the gun. Fields. And the pressure gets to him again. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
3rd and long. It's Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Good strong draw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And Shark calls it in. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Mahomes now on first down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 3rd down, Patton.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here's Swift.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Fields now to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Fields.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. A shotgun snap, Fields. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1 yard line.
First and goal from the 1 yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5 yard line now. Second and goal. Read option, here's Montgomery. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Once more, Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game.
And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too.
Instead, it's 4th down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake, but he will not come anywhere close to the first down marker, and that gives us a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quicker.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Mahomes firing complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift from 6 yards away. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. He completes it to Beckham. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Fields on 1st down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it
on second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Now Fields.
He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
To the air again, Fields.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Patton. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first down, Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bears are right back in this football game.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw once more on second and 10.
Fields.
He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw is Fields.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Lions Bears will get the football back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Lions.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A good gain of 12 yards that time.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Patton. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jaquan Brisker getting sent on the safety blitz, and he was able to finish it off. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And Shark calls it in. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamal Agnew from 6 yards away. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bears.
Fields now to throw.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 6 yards away.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over. Look at that. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it up.